Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Daily Gym. This is Tuesday, February 11th, I believe. Tuesday. Yeah. And today I want to talk about micro attacks. So, there's a phrase often used in the U.S. called microaggressions. And maybe that's a better phrase for this, but I don't always think it's an aggressive attack. Sometimes attacks are not being aggressive towards the person, but actually withdrawing from the person. Sometimes an attack is complimenting a person. And so I think the way that I've framed emotional attacks over the years are pretty much anything that makes you want to distance yourself from the other person emotionally. Physically maybe as well, but emotionally tends to lead first. But because you can still stay physically close to someone, but emotionally distance from them. And so when we talk about micro attacks, what I'm talking about are these little attacks. I think the word attack sometimes carries very large, broad sweeping, like sweeping, chaotic punches. Sometimes it's just the little things. Sometimes, as John Gottman calls it, it's bids for connection. Someone asks for, wants your connection and you turn them away. They feel rejected. They feel ignored, abandoned, or maybe so many other things, right? Pushed away, scared, who knows. And so I think it's easy to not pay attention to these little attacks, these micro attacks, and not realize that these are opportunities for micro love, or micro hate, or micro indifference. And so when we feel attacked by someone, maybe I'll call it that. Maybe I'll call this post micro attacks and micro love, micro hate, and micro indifference. But like when we feel attacked, often I would say we respond in one of those three ways. We either embrace the person, we come close to the person, we push them away to get distance, or we run away from them. So love is coming closer to the person, hate is pushing them away, and indifference is running away in some ways. And another way to look at it is sadness brings people close. Often anger pushes people away, and fear makes us run away. And so often in these micro attacks, we feel sad, we feel hurt, but instead of staying in the sadness or going into tenderness or some kind of like soft, embracing feeling, we push back, we get really strong and push back, or we get really heightened alert and we run. And this doesn't mean we physically run. This can mean we just turn away. This can mean we stop paying attention to the conversation. This can mean we don't cuddle somebody at night. This can mean we take some time to ourselves. This can mean we dive into our phone a little more. This can mean we change the topic of conversation. So many little ways in which we do this. And then from like the micro hate or the attacking with micro hate, those ways, again, don't have to be big. It could be slamming the door a little bit harder. It can be giving a stern look towards somebody. Like it could be rolling the eyes. It can be kind of telling somebody to back off. It could be calling them a name. I mean, there's so many different ways in which we can push people away like this. And then attacks with love can be, small micro attacks with love can be a compliment on somebody's outfit. It can be thanking them for being in your life. It can be apologizing. It can be bringing them food. It could be asking if they've eaten. It can be, giving them a gift, a little gift, a little thing you saw at the store. Lots of little different ways to show love. And again, not everyone will feel attacked by it. Some people will feel attacked. Oh, you give me a gift? What are you trying to get? You trying to get something out of me? You're trying to trick me? Oh, you think I can't afford that myself? Like, no, I just saw the gift and I thought you might like it. Oh, you're trying to manipulate me so I don't leave. Huh? What? I mean, that's a real story that happened before. What? No, I gave you a gift because, oh gosh, like I thought you would like it. Maybe there was a part of me that didn't want you to leave emotionally and to kind of disappear emotionally. But yeah, I mean, the idea of giving a gift is to try to bring the person closer. So maybe I didn't want you to leave. I wanted you to be close. That's why I would give you such, kind of this micro act of love. And yeah, I think it's just easy for us to forget these things and not realize that life is almost completely made up of this, especially as we interact with other humans, but even when we interact with ourselves. We take a step and we go, oh, our posture's off. And then what do we say after? We go, you idiot, you haven't worked out in the morning. Or, God, you haven't figured out your posture yet. Like little things like this, bam, bam, punch, punch. Like, how stupid are you? Oh, punch. Or you stand up tall and you go, I feel really proud of my posture. And then another part of you goes, but you're not as good at it as you think you are. What? Or you have a long way to go. You think you're proud, but you have a long way to go. Oh, no, I can enjoy the moment. Anyways, I'm rambling right now. It's just been, I think, a day where I've realized sometimes fights are just tiny little attacks, these micro attacks that go back and forth, and they can compile, they can add up, boom, 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 boom. It's like punches. Think about like a boxing match. How many punches are thrown? Same thing if you're in a fight or an interaction with anyone. Punches are being thrown all the time. We often don't realize how small these little punches can be, and how like small they may seem, but how big of an impact they may have. So today is really just talking about these micro attacks of love, hate, and indifference, and trying to pay attention to them a little more in our lives. The micro rejection, the micro guilt tripping, the micro complimenting, the micro gifting, the micro ignoring, the micro. Maybe when we call it micro attacks, it doesn't have the same fear that people have when I tell them like attacks of love. I attack people with love. I micro attack people with love. I give these little micro attacks to people with love. I don't know. Again, I'm just rambling. I think I've spent a lot of time today just reflecting on a recent fight, and I think it's easy to see how other people punch us. But even then, it's hard to realize all these little micro attacks they do to us. But I think sometimes it could be hard to pay attention to how we counterpunch, how we attack back. And I want to get so much better at responding with love, attacking back with love. These micro attacks back. Somebody says, hey, pay attention. And instead of looking away, I look at them. Or I say, listen, I want to pay attention. I also want to do this thing. So can I pay attention to your thing first and then I'll do this? Or, hey, I want to do this thing first, but I want to pay attention to you. So give me 2 minutes and then I can give you my fully undivided attention. I don't know. Just trying to pay attention to these little micro moments a little more. Micro interactions. So I'm tired. I need some food. All right, I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.